As a nation today, we stand at a very crucial juncture. He spoke in Hindi, and a version of it in English has been translated. I'm using that. As a nation, we stand at a very crucial juncture. Such a big disaster is a signal for India. It has brought a message and an opportunity. Unquote. He also used the expression crisis and an opportunity. That again leads to me to refer to his expression that we need now to build an Atmanirbhar Bharat. So, laying the foundation for what I want to say today, a little again quote from the Prime Minister. Quote, "In order to prove the resolve of a self-reliant India, land, labor, liquidity and laws all have been emphasized in this package." So, a message from the pandemic, the challenges that it throws, the crisis and the challenge, and also looking at a self-reliant Bharat, an India which is going to be strong enough to meet the global challenges, but primarily looking at land, labor, liquidity and laws to bring that strength back to India and build a Atmanirbhar India. So, in the last 4 days of announcements, particularly the last 2 days, have had several reforms addressing the land, labor, liquidity and the laws. Today, we will be continuing in that series. PM also had said, "Jaan hai to jahan hai." Soon after announcing the lockdown, we had come with a PM Garib Kalyan package in order to immediately reach out to those who wanted food, who need food. We were not doing a favor to them, it was our duty. So we quickly went in to give next 3 months the requirement of grains as per the PDS, plus free grains also, because we didn't want them to scout for money to go and search for grains. Pulses were also given for 3 months in advance. And here, I would want to say a word in appreciation of the efforts that the Food Corporation of India, NAFED and the state governments all together put in, facing the logistics challenge that this posed, upfront giving all the grains and the pulses as promised to everybody who needed it as per the cards in every nook and corner of the country. It was a logistic challenge. Although the FCI and the NAFED and the state governments are quite adept at doing it, but all at one go upfront was a major issue because huge quantities had to go. But notwithstanding the lockdown, I again want to say the FCI, the NAFED and the state governments all came into the picture, made sure that the quantity of grains were lifted and gave them the workers who couldn't travel back, who actually could procure the grains from their cards. But there were also workers who couldn't go back to their homes, who stayed in the camps, because PM had very clearly said early, in one of his early messages, stay where you are. And state governments ensured that they prepared meal, NGOs participated in this, charitable organizations also made sure that these workers who are not able to go back home are attended to. Many employers also kept their workers in their own premises and gave them food and place to be. The PM Garib Kalyan used the technology available and therefore was able to do direct benefit transfer of cash for the various categories. I just want to quote some of these numbers now before I begin today's issue because of the size of what is shown in these figures. The number of people to whom directly to their accounts money could reach because technology, direct benefit transfer technology, was in time adopted and implemented with such missionary zeal over the last 4 years. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been possible at all. PM Kisan beneficiaries as of 16th May, I'm strictly talking about the announcements and their impact. One-time transfer of 2,000 rupees each has reached 8.19 crore farmers, and that amount is about 16,394 crores. NSAP beneficiary, the old age and others, first installment 2.812 crores of people, 1,405 crores of rupees in the first installment, again 1,402 in the second installment. The target was to give away 3,000 crores, and that's almost nearly achieved. Jan Dhan account holding women under the PM Garib Kalyan were credited into 20 crore people's accounts, and that amounts to 10,025 crores of rupees. The building and construction workers received their financial support amounting to 3,950.35 crores, and their number, the building and construction workers' number, is 2.20 crores. Imagine each one of these numbers and their implication in terms of size. And all of them received the money directly into their accounts purely because DBT was possible. 6.81 Ujjwala Yojana cylinders have reached the beneficiaries, and they were free cylinders because we had promised up to 3 cylinders in those 3 months. To over 12 lakhs of EPFO members have benefited by the online withdrawal of non-refundable advance, and that amounts to 3,660 crores. So I can further go with the numbers, but just to highlight what the technology-driven DBT has given us at a time of emergency, a pandemic. And that is something which I want to draw your attention to. We immediately responded by giving food grains, cooking gas, cash where it was required, and immediately, that is. And most of them were front-loaded also. When the lockdown got extended, free grains and dal was also given for a further 2 months more. Free grains and dal was also given for 2 months more. And when it was really possible to have the workers go from the camps that they were in to their respective villages, trains were allowed, and state governments were requested to request for trains from the various stations that they wanted, so that once they brought the workers into that area, to that station, from that station they could be taken to their respective states. The cost of this travel, 85% of it was borne by the central government. The rest is 15% was with the state governments, 85% was borne by the central government. During the travel in the train, food was also given to the workers. So why am I elaborating all this? Just because, remember, Jaan hai to jahan hai. So immediately, to make sure that the lives are given the first priority and attention, we ensured that this was extended. But now, it is important also to provide every support when in a changed post-COVID era, livelihoods will also have to come into their fullest play. So when the lockdown gets lifted, and when businesses, after facing severe, stressful conditions of business, will be coming back to say, can I start my work back again? Can I get my workers back? Or do I have the money to buy the raw materials? Is it enough for me to pay the wages which is due? All kinds of considerations are going to come up, and many of them may also wonder if they were reaching a stage of bankruptcy. So all this has been kept in mind when we are addressing the issues of land, labor, liquidity, and the laws. So today, and like the days earlier, the 4 days earlier, our attempt is to make sure that, like the way we gave in PM Garib Kalyan, we attend to Jaan, but also make sure that environment is all right now for everybody to start protecting their work, their businesses, their homes, and everything else. Today, I have 7 such steps to tell you, and the order in which I'm saying them are: the first one is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Second is on health, and both in rural and urban, and together with it I put an during the COVID period, education related steps that have been taken. So that's the second. Third is on businesses and COVID. Fourth is on decriminalization of the Companies Act. Fifth is talking about ease of doing business and related matters. Sixth is on public sector enterprises related matters and the policy thereof. Seventh, state governments and resources related to state governments. So these are the steps which we are taking, 7 of them under these headings. And the last, of course, I will be coming to tell you about the 20 lakhs.
नमस्कार। आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हम सबके सामने बात रखी, देश के प्रति संबोधन किया। उसको देखते हुए हमने पिछले कुछ दिनों में वो कदम उठाए जो रचनात्मक और उपयोगी हों। We have taken steps which were constructive and productive, और योजनाबद्ध तरीके से हमने काम किया है। We have worked with a targeted approach in the last couple of months, और जैसा वित्त मंत्री जी ने कहा और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी कहा कि चुनौतीपूर्ण समय में भी संकट में अवसर देखने का काम किया है, और पिछले 5 दिनों में उन सबकी रूपरेखा आप सबके सामने रखी है। आत्मनिर्भर भारत का 20 लाख करोड़ का पैकेज और इसके साथ जो रिफॉर्म्स हम एक बड़ा बदलाव लाने के लिए और संबल प्रदान करने के लिए लाए हैं, वो पिछले कुछ दिनों में उसकी रूपरेखा हमने आपके सामने रखी। इस पैकेज में सभी वर्गों का ध्यान रखने का प्रयास किया गया है, चाहे वो किसान हो, बागवान हो, महिला हो, मजदूर हो, उद्यमी हो, युवा हो, इन सबके लिए ही, व्यापारी कर्मचारी तक के लिए भी उसका इसमें ध्यान रखा गया। और सबसे पहले ध्यान स्वास्थ्य की सुविधाएं देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने घोषणा की थी। फिर प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण पैकेज को हम लेकर आए 1,70,000 करोड़ का, और उसमें भी अगर आप आज तक देखें तो सबसे पहले राशन देने का काम, अनाज देने का काम जो पूरे देश भर की राज्य की सरकारों और यूनियन टेरिटरीज के माध्यम से किया, तो 80 करोड़ लोगों को मुफ्त में 5 किलो गेहूं और चावल देने के लिए हमने इस योजना को लेकर आए, और इनके परिवारों को 1-1 किलो दाल देने का काम भी किया, और प्रति व्यक्ति 5-5 किलो गेहूं चावल। इसके अलावा गैस की कमी ना हो, ऐसे 6 करोड़ 81 लाख रसोई गैस के सिलेंडर, और इसमें 8,429 करोड़ रुपया इन बेनिफिशरीज के खाते में डायरेक्ट बेनिफिशरीज ट्रांसफर के माध्यम से किया गया है। किसानों के लिए पीएम किसान योजना के माध्यम से 8 करोड़ 19 लाख किसानों के खातों में 16,394 करोड़ रुपया ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया है। नेशनल सोशल असिस्टेंस प्रोग्राम जो वृद्ध, विधवा, अपंग के लिए किया जाता है, उसमें भी 2 करोड़ 81 लाख बेनिफिशरीज को 2,807 करोड़ रुपये अब तक ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया। कुल इसमें 3,000 करोड़ ट्रांसफर करना था। प्रधानमंत्री जनधन योजना खाते जो लगभग 20.5 करोड़ लोगों के हैं, महिलाओं के हैं, जिसमें शहरों में भी 2 करोड़ महिलाओं के खाते इसमें आते हैं, इसमें 40 करोड़ 54 लाख ट्रांसफर करके कुल 20,267 करोड़ रुपया ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया है। और बिल्डिंग एंड कंस्ट्रक्शन फंड 2 करोड़ 20 लाख बेनिफिशरीज को 3,950 करोड़ रुपया ट्रांसफर कर दिया। अब प्रवासी मजदूर अपने घरों में वापस कैसे जाएं? रोज की 300 गाड़ियां हमने रेलगाड़ी उपलब्ध करवाई हैं। जिस राज्य ने जितनी मांग की उसको उतनी उपलब्ध करवाई जा रही है। और इसमें जो मजदूर वापस गए उसमें 85% पैसा केंद्र सरकार ने खर्च किया ताकि मजदूरों पर कोई बोझ ना आए। रास्ते में खाना दिया। मोदी जी ने जहां एक और राशन देने का काम किया 80 करोड़ लोगों को, वहीं पर रेल की सुविधा भी 85 करोड़ पैसा केंद्र की सरकार ने किया। अब जो 8 करोड़ प्रवासी मजदूर हैं उनके लिए भी 35 करोड़ रुपए की योजना अलग से लाए कि उनके लिए भी राशन की कमी कहीं ना हो। तो गैस सिलेंडर भी दिया है। ये अपने आप में दिखाता है हमने कहीं कमी नहीं रखी। और ऐसे 12 लाख लोगों ने ईपीएफओ में से अपने 3,360 करोड़ रुपया पिछले 2 महीनों में निकालने का काम किया। ये सब कदम उस दिशा में है ताकि संकट की घड़ी में भारत के किसी व्यक्ति को कोई मुश्किल ना आए। हो सकता है कहीं थोड़ी बहुत कमियां रही हों, लेकिन प्रयासों में कोई कमी आगे भी नहीं छोड़ी जाएगी। अगर एमएसपी खरीद पर देखा जाए तो 74,300 करोड़ रुपया उस पर भी खर्च किया गया था। और जो 4.25 लाख करोड़ के ऋण किसानों ने लिए थे उसमें भी 3 महीने का मॉरेटोरियम अलग से दिया गया। 86,000 करोड़ रुपए के ऋण किसानों को पिछले 2 महीनों में दिए गए ताकि उनको फसल के समय कोई दिक्कत ना आए। और राज्यों को भी पैसा हजारों करोड़ रुपये उपलब्ध कराया ताकि खरीद हो सके। ज्यादा इस पर लंबी बात ना करता हुआ आज हम आपके सामने कुछ रिफॉर्म्स लाए हैं जिससे अर्थव्यवस्था को और बल मिलेगा, और इसकी जानकारी माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी आपके सामने रखेंगे।